Another day, another crafting lesson learned. My excitement for the magnetic sheets led to disappointment when my printed stickers failed to adhere properly to the fridge. They looked great after cutting, yet the reality of their functionality proved different. It turns out these sheets aren't a universal solution for every project. This experience reminds me that crafting often involves trial and error, shaping skills over time.
Hello and welcome to my latest video. I'm so glad you're here with me today. We all have those moments in crafting where our grand ideas don't quite go as planned. And I'm excited to share one of those experiences with you. Yesterday, I had a vision for a fun new project that I thought would be a breeze. I picked up a magnetic sheet, ready to create some fabulous fridge magnets that would showcase my designs. It seemed so straightforward. Print out my artwork, stick it on the magnetic sheet, and cut them out. How could that possibly go wrong? Well, let me tell you, it didn't take long for things to take a turn. I was filled with enthusiasm as I printed my designs, each one more vibrant than the last. I could already picture them brightening up my fridge and sparking joy every time I opened the door. But as I began to peel the backing off the magnetic sheet, I quickly realized that my excitement was about to meet a reality check. The first sign of trouble came when I tried to adhere my printed designs to the magnetic sheet. I had envisioned a smooth application, but instead, I found myself wrestling with the material. It was like the magnetic sheet had a mind of its own. I carefully lined up my design, only to have it shift at the last moment, leaving me with a crooked magnet that looked more like abstract art than the polished piece I had imagined. Not one to give up easily, I decided to press on. I thought maybe I just need to be more patient. So, I took a deep breath and tried again. This time, I made sure to apply even pressure, hoping to avoid any more mishaps. But as I cut out the first magnet, I realized that my scissors were not cooperating either. The magnetic sheet was thicker than I anticipated, and my trusty scissors struggled to make a clean cut. Instead of neat edges, I ended up with jagged lines that made my heart sink a little. At this point, I could feel my excitement waning. I had envisioned a collection of beautiful magnets, but instead, I was left with a pile of imperfect attempts. It was frustrating, to say the least. But then, I remembered something important. Crafting is all about the journey, not just the end result. Every artist has their share of fails, and it's those moments that often lead to the best lessons. So I decided to embrace the chaos. I took a step back and looked at my creations with a fresh perspective. Sure, they weren't what I had initially imagined, but they had their own charm. Each magnet told a story of perseverance and creativity, even if they weren't perfect. I started to think about how I could turn this experience into something positive. Maybe I could add some embellishments or use the magnets as a base for a new project altogether. As I sat there, surrounded by my crafting supplies, I realized that this fail was actually an opportunity to explore new ideas. I grabbed my embossing folders, which I had originally intended to use for scrapbooking, and thought, why not incorporate these into my magnets? I began to experiment, embossing patterns onto the magnetic sheet and layering my designs in unexpected ways. What started as a frustrating experience transformed into a creative adventure. In the end, I learned that sometimes our best ideas come from the moments we least expect. It's okay to stumble along the way. It's all part of the process. Crafting is about expressing ourselves, and even the imperfect pieces can hold a special place in our hearts. So if you ever find yourself facing a crafting fail, remember that it's not the end of the world. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it inspire you to try something new. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. I hope my little story of crafting mishaps brought a smile to your face and maybe even inspired you to tackle your own projects with a fresh perspective. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing for more crafting adventures and tips. Remember, every great crafter has their share of fails, and it's all part of the fun. Until next time, happy crafting! Hey everyone! Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here with me today as I share my latest crafting adventure. It's been a journey filled with ups and downs, and I can't wait to take you along for the ride. So let's dive right in. Recently, I decided to experiment with magnetic stickers. I thought it would be a fun way to add a personal touch to my projects. However, things didn't go quite as planned. I mistakenly used regular sticker paper on a matte magnetic sticker sheet. And let me tell you, it was a bit of a disaster. The results were not what I had envisioned, and I ended up having to cut and fix 2 of my Yorkie designs. Unfortunately, the other 2 didn't make it. And I have to admit, I felt a little disappointed. But hey, that's part of the creative process, right? Sometimes things don't turn out the way we hope, but we learn and grow from those experiences. I always record my crafting sessions to document my progress, and I think it's important to share both the successes and the setbacks. It's a reminder that creativity is a journey, not a destination. So if you're ever feeling discouraged about your own projects, just remember that it's okay to make mistakes. They can lead to some of the best learning moments. On a brighter note, I've got some exciting plans coming up. I recently ordered some tote bags, and I can't wait to try sublimation on them. I'm also looking forward to working on a mug wrap that I found on Temu. It's going to be so much fun to see how these projects turn out. Plus, I'm planning to create some adorable unicorn stickers and cozy fall-themed stickers to add to my shop on Ko-fi. I really think you're going to love them. Now, I want to take a moment to talk about my Shopify store. I realized that I wasn't getting any orders, so I made the tough decision to close it for now. It was a hard choice, but I believe it's important to focus on what truly resonates with my audience. I'm committed to creating products that you'll love, and I'm excited to see where this journey takes us. As I continue to explore new ideas and projects. I want to thank you for being a part of this community. Your support means the world to me, and I appreciate every like, comment, and share. It's your encouragement that keeps me motivated to keep creating and sharing my work. If you're enjoying this journey with me, I'd love for you to follow along. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you can stay updated on all my latest projects and adventures. Together, we can inspire each other and celebrate our creative journeys. Thank you so much for watching today. I can't wait to share more with you soon. Remember, every step, even the missteps, is part of the beautiful process of creating. Keep crafting, stay positive, and I'll see you in the next video.